The Long Island serial killer, also referred to by media sources as the Gilgo Beach Killer or the Craigslist Ripper, is an unidentified suspected serial killer who is believed to have murdered 10 to 16 people associated with the sex trade, over a period of nearly 20 years, and dumped their bodies along the Ocean Parkway, near the remote Long Island, New York beach towns of Gilgo Beach and Oak Beach in Suffolk County, and the area of Jones Beach State Park in Nassau County. The remains of 4 victims were found in December 2010, while 6 more sets of remains were found in March and April 2011. Police believe the latest sets of remains predate the 4 bodies found in December 2010. On May 9, 2011, authorities surmised that 2 of the newest sets of remains might be the work of a second killer. On November 29, 2011, however, the police announced their belief that one person is responsible for all 10 deaths, and that they did not believe the case of Shannan Gilbert, an escort who was missing when the first set of bodies were found, was related. Police were initially searching for Shannan Gilbert, a 24-year-old woman from New Jersey, who was working as an escort and was reported missing on May 1, 2010. She was last seen in the area after she ran from, rather than to, her driver, Michael Pack, who was waiting for her outside a client's house in nearby Oak Beach. In December 2010, a police officer and his dog, on a routine training exercise, discovered the first body, the skeletal remains of a woman in a nearly disintegrated burlap sack. This discovery led to 3 more bodies being found 2 days later in the same area, on the north side of the Ocean Parkway. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Richard Dormer said, 4 bodies found in the same location pretty much speaks for itself. It's more than a coincidence. We could have a serial killer. A few months later, in late March and early April 2011, 4 more bodies were discovered in another area off the Parkway. Suffolk police expanded the search area up to the Nassau County border, looking for more victims. On April 6, 2011, Detective Lieutenant Kevin Smith of the Nassau County Police Department said that his office will further explore and investigate any criminal activity which may be in close proximity to the recently discovered human remains found in Suffolk. Smith also said that Nassau County Police will be coordinating with Suffolk County and New York State Police on the investigation. 5 days later, the search for more bodies began in Nassau County. Local media reported that an additional set of partial human remains was found, as well as a separate skull, bringing the potential total number of victims found since December to 10. On April 22, 2011, 2 human teeth were found about a foot from the skull. On June 16, 2011, Suffolk County Police raised the reward from $5,000 to $25,000, the largest ever offered in the county's history, for information leading to an arrest in the Long Island murders. On September 20, 2011, police released composite sketches of 2 of the unidentified victims whose remains were found in March and April 2011, an Asian male and Jane Doe number 6, as well as photos of jewelry found on the remains of a female toddler and her mother, found on April 4 and 11, 2011, respectively. The toddler's mother was also revealed as one of the sets of remains found in Nassau County on April 11. Also on September 20, police revealed that the second set of remains found in Nassau County on April 11, 2011, matched 2 legs that were found in a garbage bag that had washed up on Fire Island in 1996. As of September 22, 2011, the police had received over 1,200 tips via text, email and phone since the beginning of the investigation. On November 29, 2011, Police announced that they believe one person is responsible for all 10 murders, and that the person is almost certainly from Long Island. On December 13, 2011, the remains of Shannan Gilbert were found in a marsh about half a mile from where she disappeared, and a week after some of her clothes and belongings were found in the vicinity. Police believe that Shannan accidentally drowned after stumbling into a swamp, a view not shared by her mother. She had last been seen banging on a resident's door and screaming for help before running off into the night. A panicked 911 call from Gilbert that night revealed her saying that they were going to kill her. On December 10, 2015, the evening before the 5-year anniversary of the discovery of the first 4 sets of remains, the Suffolk County Police Department announced that the FBI had officially joined the investigation. A spokesperson for the FBI confirmed the announcement. The FBI had previously assisted in the search for victims, but was never officially part of the investigation until this announcement. There has been much speculation in the media concerning the identity of the killer, currently known as unknown subject. It has been suggested that the serial killer is most likely a white male in his mid-20s to mid-40s who is very familiar with the South Shore of Long Island and has access to burlap sacks, which he uses to contain the bodies. He may have a detailed knowledge of law enforcement techniques, and perhaps even ties to law enforcement, which have thus far helped him avoid detection. Some have speculated that serial killer and former Long Island resident Joel Rifkin may have been responsible for some of the older remains found in March and April 2011, as 4 of the victims' bodies were never found. In an April 2011 prison interview with Newsday, Rifkin denied having anything to do with recently discovered remains. On December 15, 2016, the attorney for the family of victim Shannan Gilbert said there's a connection between Suffolk County's former police chief James Burke and the murders. Burke was sentenced in November 2016 to 46 months in federal prison, along with 3 years of supervised release. The sentence came after Burke attempted to conceal his revenge beating of a man who stole a duffel bag filled with sex toys and pornography from his vehicle. Burke pleaded guilty in February to a civil rights violation and conspiracy to obstruct justice.